Welcome,
Rigster,
the MC and the Bagel Boy himself.
What is it that we are meant to actually do?
The right thing is not always the easy thing.
There is a starting over. There is a forgiveness you can receive.
You came up with a certain point here.
It's a whole nother topic.
I knew that I believed in God. I didn't know what God to believe in.
Welcome to the World Gone Mad.
Ariana McPike, a sixth grader from Springfield, Illinois, has a closet full of designer clothes from Dolce & Gabbana, Juicy Couture, True Religion, and Seven for All Mankind. But her wardrobe, carefully selected by a fashion-conscious mother, hasn't won her friends at school. What, you say? Aha! Kids in her class recently instructed her that she was wearing the wrong brands. Could that be? She should wear apple bottom. I've never even heard of apple bottoms.
I don't know if I'd wear an apple bottom myself.
That sounds a little scary to me.
That sounds a little scary.
Okay.
Apple bottom jeans by the rapper Nelly. They told her in designer sneakers such as Air Force One by Nike. I think we've all heard of Nike.
Sure.
She came home complaining to her mother that all the girls want to know if she will ever come to school wearing or without being so dressed up. Now, I've seen some of these clothes. Dolce & Gabbana, one of the most popular shoes that they offer, are far from dressy. So I'm not even sure where they get that. But the article goes on. Teen and adolescent girls have long used fashion as a social weapon. That is true. That goes back to the beginning it was fashion fig leaves with Adam and Eve. You had to have the right fig leaf, otherwise that was it. You're gone. See you later. We don't have to do with anything like that. So,
and those fig leaves were pretty cool too.
I thought they were. I've seen pictures, but I thought they were great.
I haven't ever wore those, but anyway.
Alas, I am a poor, humble podcaster, so what do I know? 1944.
Size matters, I think, with those. I don't know. Is that true?
No.
Okay. I just wondered.
Well, Brad's mom wears those.
Well, Brad's mom would have a fig leaf. But anyway,
she's got like a fig tree.
Whoa.
Back in 1944.
I think she'd be eating a fig Newton or something. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I hate those things, fig Newtons.
1944, Eleanor Estes.
We're really off on a tangent, aren't we, here today?
Bring it back in. Bring it back in.
Okay, folks, really. Go.
She wrote The 100 Dresses, which is a book about a Polish girl who was made fun of for wearing the same shabby dress to school each day. Shabby meaning bad. Each day. There's a film out called Mean Girls back in 2004, which focused on fashion-conscious cliques among high school teens. Rick, did they have fashion cliques when you were in school?
Oh, did they have fashion cliques? You got that right.
Mike,
sure.
Did they have fashion cliques with dinosaurs back when you went to school?
Yeah. And you had to ride the right dinosaur to school, too.
So this is nothing new.
No.
Okay.
No,
all right. She says that they display the labels in the ads. Obviously, just going back to what you were saying, she studied teens. She's been surprised by how kids revere those they perceive to have the best clothes. How is she surprised? This is how it's been for all of us growing up, and I'm guessing that she is probably somewhere in that generation that is represented here. It's not surprising to me that kids revere certain kids and teenagers who wear the certain name brands. But I digress. Anyway, over the past 3 years, numerous designers have targeted the lucrative children's and teens market. There's the word lucrative. That's what I'm saying by you guys have disposable income. You don't have the bill. Well, most of you don't have bills to pay. You don't have a car to pay for because chances are that you're not old enough to drive a car. So what are you going to spend your money on? But you somehow are making money out there. Well, what's important to you right now? In the world that you live in, clothes are important, shoes are important.
I buy my stuff at garage sales and Goodwill. I get my stuff at Walmart and Meijer. I get the cheap stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm always, teenagers are always on the back. Oh, Mike, where'd you get that at? Garage sale? Yeah, I sure did. This whole outfit's from a garage sale. What do you think?
Poor humble podcaster.
Teens and adolescents are expected to wear not just any designer brands, but the right ones. The better brands you wear, the more popular you are. Says Becky Gilker, a 13-year-old 8th grader from Sherwood Park in the Canadian province of Alberta. I didn't even know they had people in Canada. That's amazing. That's news. People in Canada. If you don't wear those things, if you don't wear those things, you get criticized. I was just talking with a friend of mine a couple days ago, and his daughter came home, and they just bought maybe $200 worth of school clothes to set her up for the year. You're good to go. You're fine. We got everything you need. She comes home and says, no, I don't have any Hollister. Everyone in school has Hollister. I got to have some Hollister.
Yeah.
So they wound up going back out to find some Hollister stuff.
Oh, doesn't that drive you nuts? I mean, I know you want your kids to fit in and everything else, but to buy in, and that's exactly what you're doing. You are buying into the lie that this is going to make you for who you are.
Well, no, let me stop you there, because you just said that we want our kids to fit in.
Yeah, we do.
I don't want them to be made fun of, but if I want them to fit in, then I'm perpetuating the idea that says, hey, you got to go out and buy this stuff if you want to fit in. We don't want you to stand out.
Right.
Baloney. Why should our people, why should our children, our teenagers have to fit in? Once heard a parent say to her daughter, I have for you $200 for your school budget. That's it. I will take you anywhere you want it within driving distance relative. Obviously, they're not going to go to New York. Well, you will spend it however you want to spend it. Let me make a couple of suggestions. You can find the same stuff they're going to find and wear at school. You can find those things at Goodwill, Salvation Army, and you will pay $70 to $60 less than what you're going to pay for a shirt, pair of jeans, khaki shorts at the mall. I can recall being a kid in school and seeing all the labels around where they had bum equipment, basic uniform material equipment. Guess was all over. Gucci was all over. If you did not wear this brand, Starter, for crying out loud. I used to go with a friend of mine to Fort Wayne, and he had to go to the store to get the Starter stuff. The Starter had to be on the cap, still had to have the tag hanging out the side. It could only be a fitted. It can't be a universal wear. And today, you can find Starter in your Walmarts and your Target. And my guess is that within the next 5 years, half, if not most, of the clothing brands that we see today will find their way into the bargain bins of the department stores. Friends like you for who you are. Friends are not going to turn you away because you have Hanes on your T-shirt as opposed to Hollister.
We look at people on the outside, how they look, whether they're big, strong, or whatever, and also the kind of clothes they wear. That must make them somebody special. And God says, it's just clothes. And one day when they get up and they go back and night comes around, they take those clothes off and they climb into bed and they go to sleep. They are the same person. That clothes, when you put them on, doesn't make you some kind of a special person.
At the end of the day, when it's just you standing there in front of the mirror, I want you to do this one simple thing. As you stand there and looking at yourself, and it's okay to talk to yourself. No one's going to make fun of you, at least not for long. I want you to look in the mirror and ask yourself this one question and answer it honestly. Are you any less of a person when you take off the shirt that says Hollister? And are you any more of a person when you put on a shirt that says Hollister, Calvin Klein, Abercrombie & Fitch? My guess is that you're the same person in one as you are in another. Be that person, because that's the importance that Jesus sees in you. It's not what you wear. It's not what you put on. It's who you are on the inside. Jesus looks on the inside. Man looks on the outside. And decide for yourself, has the world gone mad? And our next show, we'll see